Welcome to Pigskin Prognostifications.
Hey.
We're going to keep the Halloween decorations up one more night.
Oh.
Why not?
Yeah.
We're going to keep the pumpkin spice Brady. I know we're going to turn his head into a turducken next month, but for now, let's keep these decorations rolling. I'm going to keep the Lou Graham from Foreigner hair.
Nice. Real nice.
Yeah. You're as cold as ice, Sapphire. You willing to sacrifice my love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Listen, I know that every man, woman, and child out there is just riveted to your seats about Game 7 of the World Series. I know Houston went through that hurricane.
7 of them.
And Los Angeles had the wildfires, and that
Right.
movie producer was touching
The battle
people.
of disasters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're having problems, both cities.
Right.
And it would be a serious, like, moral victory for either one
Right.
to win the World Series. So what I'm going to do, you know, even though American football is the #1 sport
Right.
of all time, ever,
Right.
forever, I'm going to do a little World Series pregame breakdown for you, Game 7
Oh, nice.
freaks out there. Yeah.
Personally, Carl, I'm really pulling for Houston. It's kind of a personal thing for me because I'm a huge fan of Houston's The Restaurant. And like I used to have one next to my apartment.
Their hamburgers are
And, like,
expensive.
yeah.
Fantastic service.
Well,
there.
a lot of the guys at the club sometimes they'll pay me, they'll like tip me in Houston gift cards.
Well, look at this.
Personally, I really need them to win.
Bottomless chicken. Oh, it don't work now.
Oh no.
Never mind.
Do you need me
Never
to
mind.
feed
Don't
you?
do the chicken bit. Don't do the chicken bit.
All right, I was
Listen.
gonna feed you. I thought we were doing that.
Listen, I'm doing a Game 7 breakdown.
Game
Let me tell you
7.
something. You got Houston versus Los
Houston.
Angeles. Neither team is the New York Yankees,
Right.
so do not waste your time. I urge you, don't waste your time.
Right.
If it ain't the New York Yankees or the New York Mets on an off year,
Subway Series.
it's not really a World Series, is it?
Right.
It's basically cricket. So
Okay.
let's move on to football.
Woo! Football.
Ezekiel Elliott is finally doing time for the crimes that he allegedly did. And
Right.
now, look, I am not, first off, I'm going to say this so the
Say
Twitterverse doesn't go crazy.
Okay.
You don't tune up your girlfriend. You
Right.
don't ever tune up your girlfriend, and I stand with women everywhere about that. You definitely don't do it in a well-lit area with cameras.
He says
Crazy.
that every time, ladies. Every time. He's
I
really
believe
committed.
I'm a feminist in many ways.
Yes.
And you don't do that, and you pay the price.
This is a watershed moment.
Right.
You pay the price. Now look, he's doing 6 games. He's sitting out 6 games.
Right.
Tom Brady, you know, he sit out 4 games for the Deflategate. Now, granted, he wasn't taking the air out of his girlfriend, right? You know, you had a couple games.
Good one.
I see what you did.
You gotta have a couple games.
Right.
At least he ain't like, you know, what, Ricky Williams and Josh Gordon, you know, they smoke weed, and they're out of the league forever. And let me tell you, I got a very progressive opinion about drugs.
Right.
I think if you're, you know, if you need to relax and chill out after a game,
Just do
maybe
it.
the lesson is don't do weed.
Right. Well, wait. What?
Chase the dragon.
Maybe, I'm not saying hit your girlfriend, but I'm just saying weed takes you out forever.
Well,
You're
I
not
mean, I
allowed to
think-
play.
yeah,
you
there's
know, I
like-
mean, if you gotta like work out, maybe work out with a speed bag or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's clearly going to be like, you know, a middle ground between like getting high and
Punching
beating
your
up
girlfriend in the
Right.
face, right?
Right.
And I'm not for that. Once again, I'm gonna say I am not for that. That is not progressive. That's not even conservative. Right?
Right. It's
Ray
just-
Rice.
It just is.
Ray Rice had only 2 games for tuning up his fiancée. So what does that mean? If you get engaged, you're allowed to punch her a little bit.
Well, I think it means that like she's committed to it. You know what I mean? Like there's like kind of a contract going on there if you're engaged, right?
Like you go on TV with 2 black eyes and go, listen, I stand behind my man.
Right.
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 Yeah, I understand
Exactly.
that. You got to stand with him because you took those bonds, those holy bonds in the church.
Well, you're going to. If you're engaged, you're saying that you might, right?
And and it's a compromise too.
Right.
Hey, there's always give and take in a marriage. I've never been married before
Absolutely.
because I wouldn't
well.
never get stuck with that situation.
Right.
But, you know, there's a give and take. And you say, hey, I'm not going to hit you. I mean, you'll say in front of God and everybody, your family, I'm not going to hit you in a well-lit elevator with
Right.
cameras. Never. Never. I would never do that to you because I love you.
I guess.
And
Whoa.
I don't know who you're
I feel
talking
like you just
to.
popped her,
Carl.
little baby.
Are
What?
You, Carl, who are you talking to?
I don't know who I'm talking to. Oh, my God!
I can't
what
see
happened
anything.
to you?
I
oh
can't
my
see
God!
anything.
Hey, it's all right. It's okay.
I
What
can't
happened
see
to you?
anything.
Stop, drop, and roll.
She's freaking doing it.
I
Some
can't
desolation.
see anything. I don't know what's
What happened?
happening.
Oh,
Hey.
She's back.
that's like some.
Hey.
Always full of surprises.
That was a Halloween special.
Oh my God!
Well, that was part of the show, guys.
Oh my God!
That just for the viewers out there, that's what you can expect
Suck
when you
it,
come
David
see
Blaine.
me do my show. Okay? You come see
Listen.
my show. Okay?
Are you inflatable? Let me touch you. Oh God, that's
Yeah.
so weird.
Hey,
Okay.
that's
You're like
that's
some.
my job.
You're like
Okay.
Hellraiser. You're like Pinhead. You're a
Right.
demon from another dimension.
Right.
Honk. Oh. Hey, Adult Swim. We're okay with that here, right? We're all right
Yeah.
with that. Listen. Hey, can I say one other thing?
Say it.
You look. I'm not advocating hitting your girlfriend or your wife or your kid like Adrian Peterson. I'm looking at you
Right.
now.
Right.
I'm
Don't
a-
do it.
There's a reason I don't have kids because I would lose my patience with them. I made that decision early.
Mm-hmm. And you
made
knew
the
that.
decision 8 years too late.
Right. And you knew that about yourself, Carl. That's why you're brave.
Hey, I'm stressed out. I fly off the handle.
Right.
What I'm saying is, you do these things, you lose games. But I'll tell you one thing you won't do,
What?
and that is kneel for the flag. You will not kneel for the flag
Doesn't
in
make
my NFL.
That's right.
Right.
And no greater patriot than the greatest of all patriots, Papa John, come out today and said he won't tolerate it.
Right.
That's right.
And that's the pizza money.
Better
Yeah.
ingredients, better pizza.
Well, not only won't
That's
he
right,
tolerate
Papa
it,
John's.
not only won't he's like against it and won't tolerate it, but what I thought was really interesting is that he personalized it, Carl, and he was like, it's your fault, NFL, because you guys won't kneel during the flag. Like, my profits have gone down like 11%.
That's right.
So
and it
like
has
that's
nothing,
on you. You have to live with that guilt too.
And it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that the pizza tastes like a yoga mat with ketchup on it.
No, right.
It's the fact that, and,
You know,
and
I'm just-
because he is brave enough to stand up,
Right. I agree.
I'm ordering Papa John's from here on out for the rest of eternity. I'm gonna get this schizophrenic bread,
I'm
the
just
crazy,
looking forward,
wild,
Carl. I'm
weird
just
bread.
looking forward to when he finally takes down Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like somebody, it's time for the truth to come out.
Hey, Carl, just remember, last time you ordered Papa John's, you put that little hot pepper in me.
Oh,
That was bullshit.
Oh yeah.
well, I just put it there for later. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, that's what
Just
I'm
sort of
saying.
Spice it up. You
Spice
know?
it up for both of you guys. I bet that was a neat sensation, Carl.
Can I say this though? What I think Papa John ought to do is he ought to make a flag pizza
Oh,
and
there-
give them
yeah,
out for
nice.
free. But then America should have to stand up to eat it. And
Right.
and I don't know. You can imagine that, like stripes, red marinara,
Red
Right.
and white stripes of buffalo mozzarella.
Yeah,
Mozzarella.
white cheese, the white
Blue.
cheese.
What do we do with the blue?
Chocolate
Like,
White
chip cookie
American
cake.
cheese, Carl. White American cheese.
what about like anchovies? Like that'd be pretty salty.
No, I don't-
Blueberries, maybe blueberries. That tastes
Okay.
like shit, but that'd be pretty like that good display of America, and
Mm-hmm.
you get it in, and you go, I pledge allegiance to the pizza that we, and you know,
Right.
and I'm telling you, America would respond to that, Papa. Where did you go? Where'd you
happening?
go? All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm back
I can't
here.
see anything. It's so weird.
All right. All right. We're gonna see who's floating in the bowl. Who's calling in?
Who's in the bowl?
Who is in the bowl?
Check the bowl. Hey, you're on with Carl.
Hey, Carl.
What's up? What's your name? Where you from? And what's your beef?
I'm Jason. I'm from Orlando, and
Not a football
I'm just
market.
wondering.
Get rid of him.
I see.
No, Jason. Jason, talk to me. What do you got?
I'm just wondering your opinion on the Buccaneers. You haven't said much other than
Well,
yelling
why
about
you think
Jameis.
why you think I ain't saying much about him, Jason? Huh?
Well, they're performing a little better than the Giants.
Performing.
I'm not talking about the Giants. We'll get to the Giants eventually, Jason, but Jameis Winston's got a lot of work to do in the pocket, so I wouldn't be calling me all high and mighty from Orlando, Disney World, to talk to me about the Buccaneers. Talk to me about my subject, where I'm talking about Papa John and Ezekiel Elliott. What I would tell you about Ezekiel Elliott is the way to punish him is to make him play for the Giants. He wears the blue,
I
like the
heard
black
that,
and blue that he made his girlfriend, allegedly.
I heard that Jameis
And that's
Winston.
hold on, that's a way to punish the Cowboys and the Redskins. And what's the other team in their division?
Eagles.
Eagles, right. Punish them,
Why
make
not?
him play for the Giants. He's a very good
Why not send
runner.
him to Cleveland?
No, I don't care about Cleveland. Let's ice this dude.
I heard that
Time out. Ice this
Jameis
dude.
Winston walked into a Papa John's, stuck a pizza in his pants, and walked right out like he could do it.
Oh, that's right.
What's that?
That's right. Mr. Crab Legs.
Mr. Crab Legs.
Oh, no. Papa John's pizza's pretty cheap. I mean, to steal from them is sort of... I mean, I get the crab legs, because crab legs are like a premium food.
Yeah, he's stealing for the thrill.
All right. We got a guest tonight. A very special guest that I am very much proud to have here. All right. He is a former Seahawk, he's a former Eagle, and he's a former Falcon. Now, he ain't like two-time All-Pro or two-time Super Bowl champ Trevor Price.
3-time All-Pro.
He is a great wide receiver. His name is Brian Finneran. Let's give a big pigskin
Hey.
prognostification for Brian Finneran.
Hey,
That's all
Brian.
right.
What up?
Hi.
This
What's going
man.
on?
Just hanging, waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm sorry. Have we kept you waiting?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sorry about that. Listen, hey
sorry.
man, you've been in the NFL. Like, you got a lot of money.
You were in it, yeah.
Yeah, I did okay. No doubt about that. They
Hey.
pay you well.
Are you on a laptop or desktop?
I'm on a laptop.
Show me your house. Show me
No,
the house where you live.
So there's the beautiful kiddos. Can you
No,
see
I
them?
don't want to see kids. Show me like a big room, like the party room.
That's right.
You guys are very different.
Party room.
Oh, he wants to see
I
your
want to
man
see how much
cave.
money you made, man.
He wants to see your man cave, Brian. That's what
Man
he wants to
cave
see.
downstairs.
Yeah.
You sure?
You
Wow,
got
look at
Wi-Fi
this.
that'll extend that far?
Wow.
That thing's huge, man. Get in the golf cart. Show me the other
Wow.
house.
Look at the chandelier.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
nice.
Now
All right,
listen,
right to the man cave.
Okay, here we go, Carl.
you're wearing your Falcon shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I do. I gotta represent. It's a bit of a
Glory
mess
days,
here.
man. Glory days.
Yeah.
Nice
Whoa.
bar.
Okay.
I wore my old high school football jacket till I was 37.
I was- Wait, what position did you play?
They
Left
put
out?
me on. They put me on a line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. Perfect for you.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a tall guy.
Yeah.
Right? How tall are you?
6'5". You're pretty tall too, aren't you?
6'5".
Hey, I hold my own. I hold
Yeah.
my own.
There
Hey,
you go, Carl.
how was it? Hey,
Oh, look
how
at
was
that.
it? How did you hang on in the NFL as long as you did, being as slow as you are?
Hey, it's all.
Hey, you're
Listen,
laughing it off.
yeah.
I'm telling, but that's a serious question.
Yeah, no, I know.
No,
I got you.
no, it's a real serious question.
Listen, I was good at a couple things. Speed was not my forte,
Right.
but when you're
kind of-
big and you got good hands and you catch the ball, then you make it happen. So that's what I did. I ran good routes, caught the football. I was tall. I could jump.
Right.
Yeah, but that's weird. You could moss over guys. They don't call it Finneran, though. They call him mossing.
They
Massa.
do call- yeah. Moss, it's only because he did it a year before I got in the league. He was
Oh,
already
but-
doing it.
All right, good
There
point.
you go.
Good point.
That's fair.
But like in a check down, think about it. Like, what's it like what's it like knowing that you're like the fourth guy? Like, Tony's covered, Roddy's covered, Julio's covered, Brian's out there. I throw it out the back. What's it like being that fourth? Because I've been there. I was at the Hooters the other night. I saw this girl just scanning the room. She saw me. She saw these other dudes. Was like, I can't get with these guys, but this guy maybe.
Yeah. So when it's your 10th, 11th, and 12th year in the league, then you don't mind being the fourth guy.
You've been in the league that long?
But before that, when it was me and Vic, my 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th year in the league, I was number 2. So what are you gonna do? You get old. You get old, you get even slower than I already was, and that's no good.
I run a 3.940.
I don't believe it.
That doesn't.
Well, you got to explode off the line.
I feel like that
explode
math
very
doesn't-
quickly off the line.
I feel
I don't
like
think
that math doesn't add up.
that's not right.
I'm very quick. Watch.
Okay.
You got to get in the 3-point stance. And
Okay.
then,
Not that far.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of your way.
how do I walk? How do I run fast?
I don't.
You gotta move your legs.
You're gonna have to move your legs.
Oh,
Be careful.
Whoa.
Don't pull anything. Don't pull
Yeah.
anything.
Power there.
Hold
He's gonna need to. He pulled something.
hey, Brian. Brian, where are you?
Brian, he totally
He's like
pulled something. So
Bartolo
Pull the
Colon.
hamstring.
can I ask you a
Pull the
question?
hamstring.
You just gotta
Please.
stretch it out, Carl. Brian,
Hey,
I
Brian.
gotta stretch first.
I want to ask you something, and this might be kind of like painful to talk about, but I want to take you back to like 2009, okay? When you were nominated as the Falcons Man of the Year
That's
for
right.
like the NFL,
The man of the year.
like for the Walter Payton NFL like Guy of the Year
Oh
man.
God, get to the point.
And hey Carl, you've pulled something, so you just stay there and stretch out. So Brian,
Yes.
when you think back on that, like, and you lost to Brian Waters, right, for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I was just wondering, when you look back, do you think did you lose it in the interview portion or like the swimsuit portion,
a good question.
or like
Multi-part
was it your
question.
skills? Like, where do you think you lost out?
So you're aware what that award is all about? Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, it's an award. It's like a pageant award. Yeah, I get it.
Not necessarily a pageant. It's about being a good teammate
Right.
and working out in the community and
Right.
giving back to the community, donating money, time, effort,
Right.
and energy on and off the football field. So the pageant and the swimsuit competition was not part of it, unfortunately, because I would have definitely beat Brian Waters, who I believe was an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Do you a group like Brian's boys, or Brian's babies,
Brian's
or Finneran's
Oh, it was what the heck was it?
fruity
That's a
guys?
great
Finneran's
question.
fetus.
Yeah.
What do you call them?
Veterans fellows.
Finneran's
Kid.
fellas.
Finneran's
Finn's
friends.
Kids or
Finneran's
Finneran's
friends,
Warriors,
maybe?
something like that. We did a bunch of stuff with the Wounded
Yeah.
Warriors and military.
Hey, now,
Right.
Finneran, I know
Yes.
you've been concussed a bunch.
A lot.
Are you concussed right now?
A little bit.
Are you aware of what you're doing right now?
I have an idea.
All right, I'm holding up fingers. How many fingers am I holding up, Brian? Don't
3.
get it wrong. 2 devil
Damn.
horns. Always devil horns.
Oh.
Always
Yep.
devil horns.
That's true, Carl. You do.
But
do.
you know what? You guys always guess 3. You're
Mm-hmm.
coached to guess 3, so you stay in the game, right? How many times you been concussed, Brian?
So 5 or 6 bad ones, and then another 10 or 15 where you just kind of shake it off and you're real dizzy.
Yeah, I mean, do you just like put your head on the pillow and get a concussion? Like you go in the shower and water just hits your head and it's like, oh my God,
A
concussion.
concussion.
I got my bell rung
Yeah.
by the pulsating shower head.
No. It was usually a knee
That's
to
a
the
fake
temple.
laugh, Brian. That's a fake laugh.
Yeah,
You're
it
really
is.
thinking about it.
No, listen, my wife has concussed me a few times, but besides that, they've all been on the football field.
Okay.
All right, what do you
Yes,
think?
sir.
Who's the worst team? Browns or Niners?
They're both awful. I think you got to give it to the Browns. I think they're 1-24 in the last 25 games.
Mm-hmm.
It's as bad as it gets. Did you see what they tried to do yesterday before the trade deadline?
The Browns blew it.
With a
Unbelievable.
The Browns tried to get Garoppolo, right?
Uh-huh.
They tried to get
McCarron.
Garoppolo before he got snaked by the Niners.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Then they tried to get who?
AJ McCarron, for God's sakes, which is
McCarron.
probably a blessing they didn't get that guy.
But then the day ended at 4 o'clock. They clocked out. They don't understand that football is a calling. It's a 24-hour passion. It's not some 9 to 5 clock in, clock out. It is life.
But actually, Carl, I think
granted-
it was like they thought that the other team was going to like forward their information to the NFL. So like it might have been a Yahoo issue. Like
No, it
maybe
was just
Yahoo,
some
like, their
lazy
email was
GM
hacked or,
mailing
like-
it in one more time.
Right.
That's how it was. And I'll tell you this. Now, granted, look at this. We're talking football. What time is it? 7:20 at night? At night. We're doing this at night. Now, granted,
on a Wednesday.
on a Wednesday.
Wednesday,
I woke
right.
up around noon, so technically it isn't an 8-hour day. But football is a passion, and you gotta live it and breathe it and want it.
Yeah, right.
Right, Brian?
You're like a motivational speaker. You should be a coach.
I should. I've been asked. Bill Belichick,
Yep.
he couldn't pick his kids out of a lineup. 2 of them work for him.
Yeah.
One of them's a safety coach. One of them is a scout.
You-
He doesn't even know how many kids he has.
You've been saying that
Jeez.
for a long time, Carl. A long time.
Take it easy, Carl. Take it easy. Maybe the
Yeah.
49ers are awful too, and I have a passion for rooting against Kyle Shanahan because what he did to us in the Super Bowl. So
That's right.
both those teams.
That's fair.
Awful.
Too
That's
aggressive. He was too aggressive, right?
Right.
That was
Right?
too
He should have
dumb.
just run it up the gut with Coleman and Devontae Freeman. Don't get me started, Brian
Sorry.
Finneran.
Sorry.
I'm so angry now. You made me angry. You're not a good guest. You make me angry
Whoa,
like
whoa,
that.
whoa.
Hold on,
Carl.
hold on. Let's
Settle
Carl.
down,
Down.
Carl.
He doesn't,
bring
Brian,
it down.
he doesn't know what he's saying.
All right.
Is he still,
Let's
is he
take
still
it-
hurt
let's take
from
it
the
down a
hammy?
notch
The-
and talk
the
about it.
hamstring Talking?
Let's take it down a notch. We'll talk about a crappy team that I hate, the Eagles.
Okay.
Are they for real, Finneran?
Oh my God, the Eagles. When you get a guy like Carson Wentz, who the Browns missed on, by the way, you are already a notch above 15 teams in the NFL. Carson Wentz is the real deal Holyfield. And what Doug Peterson's doing, I caught my first NFL catch was from Doug Peterson when I was playing with the Eagles back in '99.
Doug Peterson was a quarterback. I
Yeah.
tell you, Wentz does not know NFL play until he's hit with a 9-volt.
Right.
He needs to get hit
That's
with a
right.
9-volt in the temple. And I know people in Philly with good aim. And
Right.
they will they'll bring Todd Wentz. They'll say, you ain't in North Dakota no more.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well-
Jim Johnson, 9-volt defense.
that's right. But they're for real. They're for real. The Eagles are for real.
They are really good defense. Carson Wentz leading the way, good offense. They just picked up Jay Ajayi, for God's sakes, from Miami Dolphins. I don't know what that was about.
Why?
They got a
The
good-
Dolphins are punting on their season?
Absolutely.
I think they did that when they signed Cutler. Let me ask you this. Are the Falcons for real?
That is a great question.
That is a great question. You got to answer right now.
I'm thinking about it. I like what they've done so far. It's been a little topsy-turvy and up and down
Sloppy
and
play.
inconsistent.
It's been a lot.
Inconsistent. But I think they get right this week in Carolina against Cam Newton and them pesky Panthers down there. So Carolina's not a tough place to play. You don't think I had many 100-yard games, but I probably had 5 or 6 of them. A couple of them down in Carolina. It's not a tough place to play. And I think Matt Ryan and that offense and Steve Sarkisian are starting to click.
You had 100 yards cumulative over 5 games over there in Carolina?
Yeah.
That's what I'm reading, right?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
had 100-yard games?
Yes.
How many of those yards did you have the ball in your hand?
A lot of them.
All
A lot of
right.
them. Every yard. Every yard.
All right. We're going to
Nice.
do our two-toe
Really
wager. You're going to
nice.
stick around for that, Finneran, right?
I got nothing better to do than talk to you guys.
I didn't get to see any of your house, by the way. All right. Two-toe wager. Who's going? Sapphire.
Oh, I'm going? Okay. All right, I'm going for I'm going to choose between the Jags and the Bengals because we all know how I feel about cats. And I definitely am going to not choose the Bengals because my third husband, his nickname was Boomer, so let me tell you, he was definitely not a boomer. So no to the Bengals. I'm going all the way for the Jags. Besides, Jacksonville has like a river and it's close to a beach. And it's like the sexiest, most humid
Super sexy.
place for like strippers. So
Right. Super cat.
It's great. Yeah. So Jacksonville, that's who I'm going for.
All right. I love that. Is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, the Niners and the Browns are both playing this week. Well, actually, the Browns are not. They're in a bye situation, which I would say they will lose that as well, except there's not an opposing team. That would be my lock. But I will say that the Niners will not be starting Garoppolo. He's still got to figure out the playbook. They're facing the Cardinals, who do not have Carson Palmer, and that does not matter. The Cardinals. Fleshlight,
All right.
who you got?
Well, I am on a roll. As you
Sort of.
know.
How many have you lost in a row, Fleshlight?
4 in a row?
Yeah,
Four?
I've lost 4 in a row.
I don't have many left. Don't have many
They're
toes
a
left.
latex vagina.
That's
you
right.
got no friggin' brains for this. But
Luckily.
go for it. Go for it. Make your pick. Make your pick.
I'm gonna go with Carson Wentz in that high-powered offense this week. And I think they're gonna take on that Broncos defense and tear it apart.
Brock Osweiler.
Eagles.
Brock Osweiler's back on the
28.
center, right?
Eagles 28. Broncos 17.
That's really brave, Fleshlight. It's
Did you
really
say
brave to go with
72?
the team that's
Did you
winning.
say the Broncos are going to score 72? You're
Yeah.
so dumb.
Wouldn't that make the Broncos good?
Who you got, Finneran, this week?
I like my Falcons, but I also like the pick of the Jaguars over the Bengals. That was on my list of picks as well.
Woo! Thank you, Brian.
She's a bird brain. She don't know, dude.
I do know
Plus,
stuff.
I just spent the weekend in Jacksonville for that Florida-Georgia game, so
There you
or
go.
Georgia-Florida game, I should say. We had a good time in
It
Jacksonville.
wasn't really. I mean, was there a game? Like, wasn't it just one team for the most
College
part?
is a totally
no, you
different
didn't.
thing, honey. College is a totally different thing.
Okay.
College sports is different. It's not
Because-
NFL.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Carl, you're an NFL guy?
Huge. I think
Yeah.
college is good. That's amateur hour. I didn't go to college. I like college boys. I went to
What?
refrigerator repair school
That's
for
right.
2 semesters.
That's right.
And then
Big
I
technical
figured I
school
could figure
guy.
everything I need off the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm a football
trusted
genius,
source,
so I don't
the
need
internet.
education. So that's that. Yeah.
I got a couple Sub-Zeros in the kitchen that need some work. If
Yeah,
you get
well,
a
I
chance.
don't do that anymore because I'm a pundit now. So
Oh.
maybe call some
Did you-
Tom, Dick, or Harry on the internet.
Did you hear that? He just told you he had like 2 refrigerators.
That's right. 1 Sub-Zero.
Why
wasn't
do you
enough.
have 2
Two
refrigerators?
Sub-Zeros.
What? You got
He
one
said
just
2.
chock full of steaks?
Yeah. It's
Listen,
Why
Brian.
do you
gotta-
need that?
Because he's Brian Finneran.
Gotta have
okay?
one for the beer and one for the regular food for the
See?
kids.
He knows what he's doing. He
Yeah.
gets it.
All right.
Carl, I don't think you're going to like my pick for the 2-toe wager this week.
Who you
Oh
got?
gosh.
This week I got the Rams over your Giants.
Mhm.
So that's, I mean, the Giants didn't do anything to improve. They had plenty of time to trade people, try to get somebody on.
Shut
their
your
team.
mouth.
I'm just saying, you know,
Shut your
you
mouth.
lost Odell Beckham for the year.
I
Eli
know
Manning's
what I
over the
heard.
hill.
I know what
Rams are
people
coming
are
on
saying,
strong.
but they don't know Big Blue's heart.
Okay.
Heart does not win a football game. This is not We Are Marshall or.
I
Yeah.
think we're gonna have to like trank Carl after the show.
Yes, you run with legs, and yes, you throw and catch with hands, but
Yeah.
heart is the biggest organ in football.
He's gonna
That's, I don't,
Right, Finneran?
I don't think so.
back
Did
me
you
up on
ever
this.
see
one.
Rudy?
What?
Rudy
I
didn't
love
even
Rudy.
play like but 1 down.
Yeah.
How does that
it's
win a
just
game?
not, like,
Dude, he got other people ready on the other team.
All right, all right.
All right.
That's fine.
All right.
We will see this week, won't we? We will see. Wrap it up. I don't like that was the way we ended this.
Should have gone.
Bye,
with
McAdoo will
Bye,
show
Brian.
you, Rams.
thanks for everything,
McAdoo
Brian.
has a game plan.
Bye,
Brian,
Brian. Thank you.
Brian Finneran, NFL legend.
NFL
Yeah.
legend.
Not
Madden.
Super Bowl champion, but seriously, good dude. Good dude.
Madden. I'm an all Madden legend. Look it
All
up.
Madden.
Yeah.
Madden legend.
There you
Well,
go.
if you make it to the
Good night.
video game, then you win.
Brother, I would